Hi there. Welcome to Beauty Rehab. This is Morgen Schick, and I am so excited to be with you today. Beauty Rehab. What does that mean? It means that a lot of what we feel about ourselves, our image, is wrong, is based on things that we heard when we were super young, or one weird person who said to you that you had a bad forehead or you only looked good with a middle part or whatever can really change how you feel about yourself for the rest of your life. Or it could just even be looking in a magazine. So Beauty Rehab is where I want to bestow some of the experience and wisdom that I, Morgen Schick, has come away with as being a board model for 25 years. I makeup artist, an author, a spokesperson for one of the largest beauty brands ever, and I have taken from my own experience of being a model where people tried to pigeonhole me or say that my hair was too frizzy or any of the just crazy things that people put out there, their energy, that can reflect how you feel about yourself. So this is a place where I want to kind of unpack all of the baggage, and the baggage meaning that, you know, what you really believe as your image is not necessarily what people really see. And this is the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network, and I would love to hear from you and hear not only what your beauty baggage is, but also tips and tricks that you've had to overcome. The phone number here is 888-454-3378. It's 888-454-3378. But you can also email me at morgenschick.com, MorgenSchick.com, and follow me on Instagram. Same thing, Morgen Schick, and on Twitter, Morgen Schick, because every single day we are bombarded with just images of what is supposed to be perfect. And I really want to talk about that today because there is so much pressure on all of us pressure to be beautiful, pressure to be skinny, pressure to be young, pressure to be rich, to be smart, to be everything. And I feel like women cannot get away from this pressure. And I really felt this pressure last week because I do my radio show. I'm working on my second book. I'm working on a TV pilot. And I had a man, and it's someone I really respect, say to me, yes, but you need to be committed. You need to really be passionate. And I looked at him like, are you kidding me? My heart sank. I felt like, what do you mean? I am so passionate about the book. I am so passionate about the TV pilot. I am so passionate about letting women know that their image has to match up with what they feel inside, what you show the world. It's so important that guess what? It's $100 billion a year makeup skincare industry. It's a $4 billion a year, $40 billion a year clothing industry. If our image doesn't matter, then those two industries are done. Hair, makeup, teeth, it's all done. No one cares if it's really what's in our insides, but it's not. It's what you take with you that's supposed to define your life and what people see. I'm passionate about you connecting with that. You women out there connecting that you could be your most beautiful, and I'm going to show you how in seconds. And I was sick over the fact that it's looked to this guy, this man who I really respect, that I wasn't all in. And I said to him, all in? I'm all in. But guess what? I've got 2 kids. I got to be all in there first. I got a husband. I got to be all in there. I got to make sure that the mother-in-law gets the birthday present. I got to make sure that the kids are picked up from school. I got to make sure. So I'm passionate about all. I'm sorry, people. I am so upset over this because I am passionate about all of it. But there's only so many minutes in every day. And everyone expects me, and you women out there, everyone expects you to be passionate about all of it. So today's show, I really wanted to talk about how we streamline it, the tips for shortcutting, so you can get passionate, be passionate, and appear passionate about your beauty, your aging, your kids, your relationships, your job, your workout. And that was a whole nother level that I wanted to go on this great 12-week for 12 diets eating plan. And I was doing it. I did it for a week. And then my kids got sick of eating what I had to make. What? Because I was staying with my program. I was passionate about it. But my kids were like, can we get a little white in our food program here? So anyway, I really want to break this down because I want you to have the life you want and not feel pressure. And I think that if we all figure out how we can be passionate, we will be better at everything. And we won't feel like we are better at one thing one day, sucking at another thing another day. I think all of that is so important. I want to see if I have enough time. I want to take a quick call. Let me see. We have Ava on the line, and I want to know what Ava. I don't know how much time I have, but Ava, I wanted to talk to you. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Hi, Ava. Thank you for calling. Did you hear my rant? I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I understand. I'm juggling the same thing, although I don't have children. Okay. But I am juggling trying to, maintain better, healthy, my eating and keeping my weight down. And, I'm not the best at it, knowing how to probably apply, the makeup aspect of it all. So I'm trying to learn how to do all of that and be more beautiful.
It's all of us, and I think that the pressure applies to all of us, whether you have kids or a relationship, because you have family members, you have friends, you have church, you have a lot of stuff to fit in and care about how you look and your weight. So, Ava, tell me a little bit about your struggle. Has it been your whole life like me that you've pretty much had to keep your weight in check?
Actually, not until I got an office position probably about 9 or 10 years ago. That's how that had to happen.
Okay.
But until then,
you were active enough.
Recently.
So in your current position, you're sitting a lot, so it's taking a toll? It's just not as many calories out? Have you, I can imagine it's also your energy. When you sit all the time, energy just kind of sucks the life out of you when you're sitting for a long time, correct? Does that apply to you? Ava? Oh, I think I lost Ava. Okay, well, listen, I'm going to go with the fact that maybe I did, but all of us have Ava's struggles, that a lifestyle change can mean that you need to change your lifestyle in accordance too. So Ava has a new position over the last 9 or 10 years. She's been sitting, and sitting is actually super bad for your back. It is very bad for your circulation. In countries, in areas of the world where people don't sit all day, they have almost no back pain. So standing and stretching has to be a part of Ava's everyday. It has to be a part of your everyday. Even if you do leg lifts for 30 seconds, and I'm speaking to Ava, because when you become very sedentary, the energy sucks out of your day and sucks out of your body, and we want to fill it back up. So that means forcing yourself to take the stairs, forcing yourself to walk around the block during your lunch hour, forcing yourself to even do deep knee bends while you're in your office. I do that. I do stretches all the time throughout the day. I look like a total freak show, but you have to do it to get your blood going again. Now, that's not going to give you enough calorie expenditure. You've got to figure out how to get your heart rate up, and so you sweat every single day. But this will help with your energy level. Ava and everyone out there that's got a lifestyle change, I want you to stay with me because we're going to really unpack this. Stay with me. I'll be right back. This is Morgen Schick Lifestyle Radio Network, and this is Beauty Rehab. And when I come back, I'll give you a tip on how to make yourself look passionately in love with your own image every single day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. This is Morgen Schick and Beauty Rehab. And I want you to go big, get the life you want, be passionate about what you're doing every single day with your time, with your energy. And one of the best ways to be passionate about everything is to be able to look in the mirror and see your most beautiful self. Okay? And one of the tips I have for today is to make it easy. So making it easy means learning to do as many your beauty maintenance that you can for yourself. And the reason I say that is because then you're not beholden to anybody else's schedule. So if you learn how to do a manicure on yourself, if you learn how to do a pedicure to keep your toes, your feet looking smooth, so when you're in bed at night and you even feel your own feet, they're not rough and dry, it makes a difference because you're not beholden to getting a manicure. They're expensive. You have to take 2 hours, especially if you're getting your nails painted so they can dry, or else you'll ruin them when you put your shoes back on. If you go and get facials, you don't want to look old, so you want to do a facial at least once a week. Learning how to do these things for yourself. It's cheaper, and it's on your time schedule. Now, you could also learn how to do your own hair color. I would not recommend it if you do highlights because I think it's very hard to maintain highlights on your own. It's much easier to have somebody do it on your hair. But all of these things are so much better for you in your passionate schedule of being a mother, or a businesswoman, or a partner, or a good daughter, or a good friend, to be able to pack all of the things you want in your life. If you can figure out how to do your own beauty maintenance yourself, you are going to have more time for those other things. So that is a huge tip, and it's not difficult because if you go to a drugstore, there are different types of masks that you can buy, beauty masks. So if you've got dry skin, you can buy a mud mask. If you've got oily skin, you can, if you've got oily skin, you can buy a mud mask. If you've got dry skin, you can buy a cucumber mask or an azulene mask. Every drugstore has masks nowadays. And you can even make it yourself. If you've got dry skin, you can use an avocado mask. If you've got oily skin, you can do an egg white mask. There are a million recipes on the internet. And learning how to do your own manicure pedicure is not difficult. You can get a 50-cent pumice stone, and every day in the shower, rub your heels with the pumice stone. You can sit down and do it. You can stand and do it. But just rubbing your heels with a pumice stone and putting a little bit of lotion on will make your heels feel silkier when you go to sleep at night. You would be amazed. I want you to try that at home. You will be amazed how much better your feet feel in between your sheets. This isn't about your partner. This isn't about any of that. This is about you feeling sexy in your skin. And when you feel sexier and more beautiful in your skin, it changes how you walk in your day. It changes your outlook in life. If you do a mask once a week, your skin will be cleaner, clearer. It will be exfoliated. Those are things that you can do for yourself that you can own so you're not beholden to a facialist schedule or a manicure, pedicure, spa place schedule. And you will have more time for yourself, and you will have more time for your children, your family, your friends, your church, whatever it is. You will be less stressed. I had to learn how to do this for myself because I could not make it to get a manicure and a pedicure. And I live in New York City, so it should be easier. But that's an hour and a half I have to give to somebody else. So it was quite liberating for me to do it myself. So that's one thing I want you to take away. One of the biggest tips is to learn how to do things for yourself. I actually learned how to do waxing myself, which is a little scary, but there are great at-home kits. And if you don't have a lot of hair and you don't want to take the time to shave every day, learning how to wax yourself is actually much easier. I got to tell you, YouTube has everything. Go on YouTube. It's free. You can learn how to do everything from all over the world. So use that as a tool for you to have some liberation and freedom in your own life. And then you have time to make the dinner you want or do the report for work you want so you get the raise you want, so you look prettier for yourself, so you get the man you want or the woman you want or whatever it is you're looking for. Free up your day. My next tip is something that scares the poop out of me because I'm so bad at it, but I've learned to be better, and that's a calendar. Figure out, are you a person who has to write things down with your hand, script, whatever? Then you need to get a paper calendar. If you're a person that can type it into your smartphone or your calendar or your whatever your computer is, figure it out. I am a writer. I have to write it down in order to remember it by hand. My husband, everything's on the computer. So right now I'm trying to figure out how to mold them together because he sends me email alerts and if I don't write them down, I don't remember them. So figure out what your calendar is, and that means school pickups. That means church events. That means work stuff. So you're never late. You cannot ever be late. Late means that you don't respect other people's time. Okay? So a huge tip is calendar and never late. And then you will show that you are passionate about whatever it is that you are doing. If it's you don't want to be late for work, you don't want to be late for a party, you don't want to be late for a child's soccer game, you don't want to be late for church, you don't want to be late. Because that shows a lack of passion to the people that you are being late. Okay? So in our next segment, I want to take another call, and I'd love it if you called me. This is Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. I'm Morgen Schick. The number here is 888-454-3378, 888-454-3378. I want you to call me and tell me, what are your tips or what are your issues? Okay? That way, we all share, we all learn. And when you learn, you can get the life you want. You can get a better job. You can get a better, partner. If you're not feeling the passion for the image you see in the mirror, learn how to get it. Take initiative and learn how to get it. If it's you don't feel beautiful, I want you to learn how to feel beautiful. All right? So come back here, call me at 888-454-3378. This is Morgen Schick, Beauty Rehab. I cannot wait to share with you, and I cannot wait to have you share with me. Be right back. Hi there. Welcome back. I'm Morgen Schick. This is Beauty Rehab. This is where on Lifestyle Talk Radio Network we get to figure out how to be our most beautiful, connect what the world sees, our image, what we see in the mirror to what we feel inside and make it the most beautiful that we possibly can. I want you to live so beautifully. I want you to look in the mirror every day and not think about regretting a birthday, I want you to sing your birthday number out to the hills and be so proud of how you look and live the life that you want. I think you have to connect to your image. You must, because it's what people see first about you. And this is a place where, we get to talk about all that. And today's topic, I was talking about pressure, the pressure to be all. And my next tip is about how to have go-tos. I want you to have your go-to look. You should practice a look that takes you 3 minutes to do. That's 3 minutes of hair, 3 minutes of makeup, and an outfit that you can put together in 3 minutes. If you can do that, when you're rushed, these pants go with this shirt, and those shoes are comfortable. I can wear them all day. You've got your 3-minute look for your clothes. I want you to have the mascara, the eyeliner, the blush, the concealer that is a beautiful look for you. You can do it in 3 minutes. Same with the hair. It's a pulled back look. You add a little gel, use a little spray or whatever it is. It should happen in 3 minutes. And then you look in the mirror, you feel confident because you have that look. And then when you have more time, fantastic. But practice your 3-minute go-tos. And then, at some point you're going to want a 3-minute dinner, or not really 3 minutes, but your go-to dinner. You should have several recipes that you can do without even thinking for 2 or 3 nights a week. Then you will have time to do the things that you love to do, but you can feel confident that you've got all of that stuff under control. All right, I am very excited to welcome, is it Patricia? Patricia, are you there?
Yes, it is, Patricia, and yes, I am here.
Hi, Patricia. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm fantastic, other than feeling a little pressure.
Why do you feel pressure?
So tell me why you're calling in today.
Well, I'm calling in. I get that I'm 55, and some wrinkles just come with the age. And being Irish and having spent many years in the sun does not help. I get that. But I'm just wondering, I see all these quick remedy creams to take away wrinkles, and, for 3 ounces, it's $200. I'm just wondering if there's anything out there that really just helps eliminate the appearance of it.
Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. You're 55, which I don't know if you have to have tons of wrinkles, but I get that you've been in the sun. But you're paying attention. You're paying attention to how you look, which is fantastic. And so, other than the wrinkles, are you feeling confident about your skin tone? Do you have ruddiness? A lot of people from the Northern Europe get some ruddiness. How do you feel about all that?
Well, I don't have the ruddiness. Of course, I do have the age spots, the brown spots there, right, and the skin damage. And I know I don't want to get rid of the wrinkles completely because I do want to look 55, but I want to look a healthy 55.
Exactly, and it matters. It really matters. So you're feeling very beautiful and confident, except for some random age spots and some wrinkles.
Yes, I'm in decent shape, 5'5", 120. I go to yoga, and so I feel like I have everything else in place. But when I look in the mirror, I feel like I look 65 instead of 55.
Okay, that's not good.
No.
You need to switch that up. Yes, I totally agree, because you feel like you're doing all of this great stuff for your body, for you as a whole, and it's not paying off in the mirror on your face.
Right.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair because it can affect how you feel. Like you're like, oh my gosh, I'm working so hard. I'm doing yoga. I'm keeping myself fit and trim, and it's like my body's betraying me in a visual way, and that's really important. So, do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do. But back in the 70s, what we did was we had, albums with tinfoil and baby oil on our face, and we basically baked it to the sun, so now I'm paying the price. So.
But it was a different sun back then, too.
True.
So it was a different, this is a much worse sun. We have less ozone, so it's just cooking us. But here's the good news. I'm going to tell you, You are always going to have Irish skin, but Irish skin can be your best friend because Irish skin and northern skin is thicker, okay? And that means that you can use stronger alpha hydroxys, glycolic acids, and those are things that help with cell turnover. So you really, truly can get rid of those wrinkles. You can really, truly, yes. Yes, age happens. We all have to deal with age. Some people's butt sags, some people get age spots and wrinkles. It's just the way it is.
Right.
But you've already got the yoga and the body part down, so adding this to your routine is going to be easy.
Okay.
So
taking notes.
The $200 creams are more about the amount of glycolics. Are you using a glycolic night cream yet?
No.
Oh my gosh, you are gonna love me. I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
Because Irish skin can handle what you get when you were little. When you got pimples, did you get more cystic acne than pimples that would pop right out? Did they kind of seep under the skin more?
Yeah.
Okay, because you have thick Irish skin, and that's a gift because it can handle good amounts of glycolic. So what I want you to do is I want you to go, and you can go to a drugstore or you can go to a department store and get samples of glycolic night creams.
Okay.
Now most women react very well to either a glycolic or a retinoid. Retinoid is like Retin-A, which is very strong. I can't use a Retin-A. I've got I have soft skin. You have much thicker skin, which is fantastic. I have to use a glycolic. You might work well with the glycolic. And then you see it, you should see it within 2 or 3 nights. A brighter, firmer, less lined, less darker spotted skin. It's amazing how it works, especially if you've never used it before. So your trajectory to beautiful, pinker, yummier looking skin is going to be much better than someone with my type of skin because my type of skin just doesn't handle it as well.
Okay.
Your type of skin reacts fantastic to acids.
Excellent.
So that's Retin-A, and you can ask a dermatologist for Retin-A, or you can go to the over-the-counter and get a retinoid, like a night cream that has retinol in it. Have you ever seen them with the retinol?
No.
Go to the drugstore, and you're going to look for a night cream with retinol.
Okay.
You're going to look for a night cream with glycolic acid.
GLY,
GLY, exactly.
Okay.
Both of those, what they do is they sit on your face and they tell your skin to rejuvenate, to slough off dead skins, to bring me new skin. And
so
with
is this a process I would use every night?
Every night.
Okay.
Every night after you wash your face, you are going to use a glycolic or a retinol night cream. And then in the morning, you're going to rinse it off, but you're not going to rewash your face. You're just going to splash like you are washing your face, but you're not going to wash it with a cleanser. You're just going to splash your face and let your natural skin moisturizers stay. Don't strip it. And then put your regular moisturizer on, or if you're using a sunscreen now, use a sunscreen.
Perfect.
I want you to do this for a couple weeks. You can buy one over the counter, or you can go to a department store and get a pricier one. The only difference is that a pricier one is probably going to have more of the active ingredients, so you might see faster results.
Okay.
Same stuff. It's just they water it down to get the price lower for a department store.
Makes sense.
So it may take 2 bottles instead of 1 bottle that it would take if you paid the $200. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's good to know that. That's how that works.
Did this help you?
Oh, very much.
Yay!
I'm thrilled. Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying we got to share. And this is another thing that I'm talking about, Patricia, is that you can find one thing that's going to take you 30 seconds at night to do, but you're going to get benefits for the rest of your life.
I'm thrilled to face the world.
Yay! Thank you. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful for sharing. So people, This is what it's all about. You looking in the mirror better. You loving your body, loving your face, but knowing that you want to put your best image forward. Put your best image forward. Come back. I've got some tips for you after the break. Morgen Schick, Beauty Rehab, 888-454-3378. Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm Morgen Schick, and this is a Beauty Rehab on the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. Call me at 888-454-3378 or follow me on Instagram, Morgen Schick, MorgenSchick, and MorgenSchick.com, and Morgen Schick on Twitter. So excited to be here, and I am really excited to welcome, I'm going to try hard not to ruin your name. It's so beautiful. I'm thinking it's Lanicia?
No, it's Lanicia.
Oh, I tried. I'm sorry.
It's
Lanicia,
okay.
it is so beautiful. I apologize
Thank you.
for not honoring it the way I'm sure your mother did when she named you.
It's
Welcome
okay.
to the show. What can I help you with, Lanicia?
I'm actually calling about foundation. What type of foundation? I have a darker skin complexion, and when I'm looking for different types of foundation at the stores, I'll find something that matches it, but then I'll put it on and it doesn't look right at all. It looks lighter, or either it's even darker than what I am. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to buy or what to get to help it find to match my skin tone correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really sure.
Lanicia, tell me why you're wearing foundation.
I have a mark on my face, and I model. So I just try to cover it up. I have a big scar on my face from when I had an accident. So when I model, I'm trying to cover it up without the airbrushing. That's mostly the reason why I wear foundation.
Okay, so so you had an accident, and you
Yes.
have some scarring and skin discoloration in this one spot, right?
Yes.
Okay, but it's just one part of your face, right? And you're
Yes.
a model, so you have to pay attention to how you look. It's how you make your living.
Yes.
Okay, but it's only in one part of your face, right?
Yes. Yes. It's my upper cheek.
Okay, so my question to you is, a foundation is going to change your whole face color.
Yes.
So if you love the skin you have, then why are you changing the whole face? We just need to match this one scar. Who's probably, is it a little bit lighter? Did you keloid a little bit?
I healed, but it's the scar is darker on my face.
Okay, so we need to lighten up that scar a little bit to
Yes.
match the rest of your gorgeous face. Clearly, if you're a model, you've got a gorgeous face, but you just need to lighten up the scar, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because why I'm saying, I always tell people it's better to look like a model than actually be one, because as you know, being a model can take out any self-confidence you had can be gone if you become a model. Because you're kind of judged on all the things that we think you shouldn't be judged on. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, yes.
By your image, and although I believe that you should always have your best image forward. So, but what I'm trying to explain to you is that when you use an all-over foundation, you're changing the good part of your skin, not the good part, but because your whole face is good, but you're altering the part of your skin that you would be using as your palette and the scar. So what you need to do really is just get a really great pigment-rich concealer to change the scar, and then blend it into the rest of your face. Because if you're using foundation all over, you're never gonna lighten up that scar enough to match the rest of your face, because you changed the rest of your face. You see what I'm saying?
I understand.
So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go. There's a couple great for ethnic skin lines out there. I'm sure you know many of them. There are drugstore brands and there are department brands, but I don't want you to look for a foundation because a foundation is going to be too thin to change that scar. Plus, we want the scar's texture to change a little bit as well, correct?
Yeah.
Because nothing will stick to it. So you want to look for a very pigmented, rich concealer. And you want it to be and the reason why it needs to be pigmented, rich pigment, is because if they use oxides for coverage, it will turn gray on your scar. Have you ever seen that before?
Yes, I have.
Where it looks ashy?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea also might be to take any foundations you already have and leave them on a plate. Take a plate. I bet you have more than one foundation already, right?
I do. Yeah.
I want you to take them, and I want you to take a plate, and I want you to pour out a little bit of all of the foundations in circles. And then I want you to let them evaporate the water for 3 days, 4 days to a week. So they become very thick and pasty.
Okay.
And then all that will be left is the pigment. And I want you to take your finger or a brush, and I want you to tap that dried out foundation, not when it's completely dry, but almost completely dry. Tap it on your scar and see what happens.
Okay.
Don't change your whole face because of one scar that you want to match your skin. Because you're always going to be changing it. You're never going to be able to. It's never going to even up. You're throwing the baby out with the bathwater. You're changing your whole face when you really only need to get your scar to match your skin.
Thanks.
Let the foundations dry out. Tap I do this for everyone. You're doing it for a scar. I do this because I think foundation changing your whole face makes no sense. Cover with concealer what you want to cover and let your skin breathe.
Okay. I can do that. Thank you.
Will you try that for me and call me back? I want to know. I want to know if I gave you good advice. Because if I can't give you good advice, then nobody's going to come to me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Thank you so much for calling. Listen, we are beautiful. We just have to fine-tune ourselves. That's it. I want you to come back every week and on Lifestyle Talk Radio Network, Beauty Rehab. I'm Morgen Schick. Call me at 888-454-3378. Let's upgrade our images so we match what we feel inside to what we see in the mirror. Okay? This is not hard. This is not complicated, but it will give you a better life. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Morgen Schick, Beauty Rehab. Bye-bye.